Hey guys, okay, it's recording properly. I recorded a video actually like 2 or 3 days ago, and I was trying to upload it, and I realized, just because I don't know how to work my camera, I had it in 4 times slowdown, and it was an hour long, and there was no audio. So, trying to do that again today. I literally recorded the whole video, and I was like, all right, yeah, this is good, and then nothing happened. Anyways. Let's get into the video. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Last Sunday of 2025. Still feels like it's 2024. But moving forward, good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time you're watching this video. It is currently Sunday, December 28th, 2025. Right now it is 9:25 p.m. I was pondering a little bit. Sat and realized I told myself I'd start using my creative outlets more properly, and YouTube is one of them. And it just really motivated me to make a video today. Also, just like realizing the impact of my words, or my ability to have impactful words, really pushed me to really want to make something today and upload it. So that's what this is. That was what last videos was, but as I said, that didn't happen. Second off, if your day is just starting, I hope you have a great day. If you're in the middle of your day, I hope you're having a great day. And if you are coming towards the end of your day and it has not been so great, do something to make it great, because you still got time and you can still make a change. There's always room for improvement, and there's always room for a better day. No matter how bad your day is, the bad majority is outside of your control. A bad entirety is solely upon you. I truly believe that there's always something good within every day. So find that, observe that, appreciate that, and take in the blessings that this life has given you. And yeah, moving forward to today's video. Today's video is going to be a reflecting with AD video. And really just about where I'm at, what 2025 meant. I do plan on making a video before the end of the year, but just in the case that I don't, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't talked about. The last time I was on here and made a video was like 3 or 4 months ago. And one of the things I really wanted to do with this semester, which I'll tap into later on in the video, is actually this next semester is actually just get better with YouTube and realizing that like I have a creative outlet that I can truly maximize or utilize. Moving forward though, I'd say the title for this video would be handling loss. Loss in like a game sense, as well as loss in like a grievance sense. I feel like a lot of this year for me has been just taking losses and handling them. I would say overall 2025 for me has truly been a battle that has been constant. A battle in my own handling of emotional intelligence sense, a battle academically, a battle within my own life and guidance, a battle with just being able to continue to move forward at times. And I can say that wholeheartedly and honestly. There were definitely times where I was just like, I don't want to do this, in various cases. But things had to be done, and it's pushed me a lot in various ways and made me very uncomfortable. But I know that discomfort comes with growth, and I think I'm trying to, at this point right now, transform all that discomfort into that growth, or allow it to kind of shape within myself. I'd say this year I lost myself a lot. Not even lost myself, but lost my way with myself a lot. I don't think there's a way of finding or losing yourself. I think that you know yourself at all times. You're just fluid, and you're so fluid to the point that once you, I guess, figure out what yourself is, yourself has changed already, But just with the deep root of that, I kind of never found at least that point throughout the year, And that was for various reasons, I think the biggest thing for myself was just struggling to just handle loss, or just know what to do with it. I feel like up to this point, up to going to college, I was always on my stuff. Like, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew how I had to get there, and I did, and I strove for it, and I got it. Like, that was the biggest thing. The biggest example is the Evans. Like, the Evans scholarship truly still means the world to me, but meant the world to me just to attain, And then once I got that, I think that was really the flipping point on my head where I was just like, what now? everything else was just not as secure or not as in line with what I really wanted to do. And I think that's just been the biggest question. And I think that's always like the biggest thing, especially when you're coming of age, from that transition from being a teenager to an adult, you know, the biggest thing I've realized is like life is just moving so fast, and I have to learn to keep up with it. And like that really set the tone for me. And I'm a very big overthinker. I know I'm an overthinker. I'm not even gonna just lie and say I think I am. No, I know I'm an overthinker. And with that, I overthink even the littlest decisions. And then when you get to a point where your decisions have such big impacts now, there were many times where I just froze. I stuck with what was comfortable, and because I was so afraid of that discomfort that I was feeling everywhere. And it just got to a point where I'd isolated myself towards the end of the year. I can truly say that I closed myself off from a lot of people, a lot of things, a lot of aspects of my life, simply because I was unable to make decisions, or think so much about decisions that truly, I wouldn't say didn't matter, but didn't have as much weight as I put upon them. They do have weight in the sense that, the decisions you make really make an impact on how you move forward within your life. But at the end of the day, it's like decisions have to be made anyway. And one of the biggest things that I learned within this year too is also just like kind of tying into decisions and handling those losses that I had from not making decisions on time or the proper decisions, was making a bad decision is better than making no decision, or being stuck and making no decision. Because when it comes down to it, that decision will be made for you. And when that decision is made for you, it genuinely is not with your best interest, And yeah, that was like the basis of a lot of this year for me, and especially this semester. This semester was truly the hardest semester I've had. I underperformed on various occasions. I struggled to make decisions for myself until it came to the point where it was interfering with my own aspects of myself and dodging those around me. I struggled with. I would say, looking back at it, really just like I had like a depressive phase. I had a pit. I would go straight to school, straight back home, straight to school, straight back home, straight to school, straight back home, because I was just avoiding a lot, avoiding my issues, avoiding my problems, and I just felt comfort in just doing nothing, and it showed. I did nothing, and I didn't get the results that I liked. And I kind of talked about this with some of my friends yesterday, but with that, I feel like a lot of the losses I took this year were just like varying. Like there was no consistent loss. Like there was one loss where, there were just multiple occasions where there's the occasion of, I didn't try and I expected a loss, so it's fine. I put, half-baked effort into it, whatever. I put some effort into it, be like, I'm gonna hope for the best, but realistically, I don't think it's gonna go my way. And it didn't, and there was times where I did my best, or what I thought was my best, even though I knew there was a little bit more in that tank. I did the best for that moment. And I failed. There were cases where I thought I was fit for a certain position, a certain role, or be in a certain place, and I didn't get it. And I had to really accept that loss, and just lost with people with that too. I feel like, I guess a side effect of my actions, of me pulling myself back in various cases, was me just losing people. I lost at least the closeness I had. There was just a shift in my demeanor, in the sense that I kind of felt fatigue. I felt fatigue with trying to uphold something that I wasn't. I just felt fatigue with not knowing myself and not really wanting to push something that wasn't really myself onto people. So I closed myself off from people in general, even those closest to me, right? And I was lost, I truly was lost, and I would say I'm still kind of getting my way back, but it's better now. But within the course of this time, I've been at a loss, and I could say that 100%, 1000%, being honest, being vulnerable, just throwing myself out there, in the midst of recruiting for jobs and everything, and internships and everything. It's also like, how do I word this? It's like I know what I want, but don't know how tangible it is. And it's like, I don't ever want to deny that the possibility of my dreams, but I also don't want to be without a job. you know? So that definitely has been weighing on me very heavily. And it's just shown a lot. But to flip on that side, or just flip off the negativity that I've kind of been placed within, I want to say that 2025 pushed me to make some decisions for myself. It pushed me to truly be a young adult. I'm not saying I'm fully an adult yet, but I've had to make decisions for the betterment of myself and my future. And, it just had to move forward and accept the consequences of my actions. Someone very close to me had told me that you kind of realize what, like, being an adult, or being, and in this case being a man, but I would even just say being an adult comes with making decisions and dealing with the consequences. No matter what it is, no matter how heavy those decisions are, you got to make the decision and own those consequences. And I've owned them. It's taken a toll on me, but for those of you that also have taken a loss this year, taking losses this year, or going to take losses, own those consequences and grow from them. Allow it to push you to be the better version of yourself, be the best, better version of yourself, and be there. Excuse me, how do I put this? Allow it to push you to be the better version of yourself for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you truly are the only one that can always 1,000% show up for yourself every time. And I'm doing that. I'm doing that now. I've been taking care of myself more. Been doing more to just really reflect myself and express myself. And I think like YouTube will be that outlet. And I truly mean this in the sense that I will be making those steps forward to be better, to be more present, to give more, and to do what this channel was started doing in the first place. Have a purpose, give myself purpose, and that purpose is to continue to spread positivity. I feel like I strive for greatness, but my greatness is evoked from evoking others to be great, promoting that and allowing others to feel as though that they're recognized, especially those that are around me. I've realized a lot also throughout this whole process of me being gone and on and off and on and off, every time I have a conversation about what I'm going through with certain people, it's like they experience the same thing, and it's like, wow, like my words can really do something for someone else that's going through the same thing I'm going through. And I would really look down upon myself if I allowed others that are around me that I can easily get to, allow them to just kind of drown, or allow them to not feel as though they are recognized. Because when you realize it, we are all kind of going through the same thing, experiencing the same things, and just trying to find our way, even when we do have a loss, or when we are lost, or experiencing a loss in terms of grievance. I look forward to what 2026 has to offer. Like, I'm already thinking still 2024. What 2026 has to offer. I will be offering a lot more than this year. This year was very poor performance on my end, and learning from my losses, I want to do better. And I mean that, and I've said this 1,000 times, oh, I'm going to come back, but I'd rather truly mean that and move forward with it. And this time it's really a commitment with myself and to myself. And even if there's no one else watching, I know that I put my best foot forward, and I try to make a difference. That's the basis of everything. That's the basis of this whole channel, my life, whatever you want to call it. However, that is all. If you watched all the way through this video, I appreciate you. I love you. God bless you. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and be yourself. And I will be seeing you guys ideally. Actually, I'm not even going to oven bake it. I will be seeing you guys soon. If I don't see you until 2026, Happy New Year. If I see you before 2026, yay to the grind, I guess. But yeah, take care. AD is out.